He's bouncing.
So, my name's Ali Jennings. I'm a scientist. I started doing psychology at university primarily because there was a 5-to-1 woman to man ratio. I started science for the women. I kind of wanted to do English, so I wear this beautiful pink polo. I started my PhD here about 4 years ago. I broke an awful lot of stuff. Pretty grand. I don't want to get into some kind of competition here. The kind of science that I study is neuroscience. So it's the science of the brain. The most enigmatic, intricate part of your biology, by any stretch of the imagination, is your brain. And it is the most fascinating piece of exploration going on in the world. We're standing in the middle of this map, which is blank, and we're trying to draw the roads on. But then the roads lead to this terrible analogy, and we get stuck. We know some little things, and we know some very, very fundamental, important things. But really, when it comes to understanding, what makes us tick, we're kind of just shooting in the dark a lot of the time. So what is the channel about? My feeling is that if you want to understand science, which everybody needs to do, for reasons I'll explain in a second, you have to understand the way that science is made, like in a big vat, with lots of people kind of trampling up and down in it like wine. This channel is to land you into a place which is, it's a bit like a kind of modern day temple. It's like the priests come out and they dose you with some stuff and you just have to believe. You don't have a choice. How else would you know? We're the only people who can commune with the god science. Well, science told me that. I guess it must be true. How many lab coats was he wearing? I think he was wearing about 4. He had one over his head and a towel around himself as well. So I assume he just come from the shower in the lab. So I guess it must be true. We should probably broadcast this. Yes, we should definitely broadcast this. So what choice do you have? You've got to believe us, right? And that's not the way it should be. You should at least know how it happens and know how it works. Being a scientist is not how it is in films, and it's not how it is in Horizon documentary reality, which is people knocking stuff over, a lot of stuff just not working. That is the point of this channel. It's to allow you to appreciate science in the way that it should be appreciated. If you can come with me into this space, right, and we see how science is really done, then you can get a handle on the really exciting things, the things which are just bullshit, right? And the actual life of what being a scientist is about. I mean, we don't kind of run around with lab coats and clipboards. I am wearing a lab coat now, but it's simply for effect. Watch, I'll take it off and nothing will happen to me. I'm not going to do that. I fear that. The sprinklers will go off. Something will happen. I don't want to do that. However, were I to take it off, still can't. There is so much, so much to tell you that actually I find it very difficult to make this video because I just didn't even know where to start. At the moment, in neuroscience, we're riding the crest of this wave of incredible new technology that's been happening over the last 20 years, and in some cases over the last 5 years. And that's the kind of technology which you just wouldn't hear about. I guess it's time for the message. The message that if you want to understand science, you have to understand the way that science is made. I just think it's time to sign off. See you next time. No, it's a bit hackneyed, really. Maybe I could just turn and run. Yeah, I'm going to geek out heavily on this one. Looking forward to it. Nice. Anyway, the other important thing you should know is that David Attenborough is my spirit guide. I don't know, I want to immortalise him in a rap song, which I will then do.